Hello, all. Welcome to the art stream. How are you all doing? So, I'm trying out these different time frames to like what works best with you guys. A lot of you, I think, have been liking this time frame better than other time frames, like later in the evening. So, I live in Florida, so my time frame is not the greatest for some of you who are tuning in. So, we're going to try out this time frame and see how it goes. So I've been working on this backpack here. There's things about it I like, and there's things about it I don't like. This happens often with my art. Like I'll do different things, and then I don't like it anymore. So I started this part here. I was trying to go for like almost what would look like a bright color coming on the side of it, like to make this pop. But I'm not really liking that part of the backpack. So I'm going to try to figure out how to fix that part. So the best way I think to fix it is probably going to be like a bright color, like a pink or something like that. That's what I'm thinking is going to probably look the best, I'm thinking. So let me get, where's my pink? That's not my pink, this is my pink. Okay, so I have this pink color. I'm hoping that that kind of is bright enough to correct what I wasn't liking about this color scheme. So I'm just going to dip my brush into that pink, and I'm not even adding the solvent to it. Like the solvent is something that changes the density of it, so I'm not even doing that because I want to get this kind of as thick as possible. So I'm not liking, I'm not liking this section basically, or this section. So I want to try to figure out just how to fix it. Like, I don't know. It just didn't come out the way I thought it was going to look. Does that look a little bit better? Maybe. I think that kind of looks a little bit better. So I'm going to kind of just continue to put like a pink color here. I don't even mind the underneath part. That kind of gives at least some texture, but like I'm gonna start to apply the pink like that. I think that's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. It's funny how like one bright color can fix what I wasn't liking about it. Okay, so I'm just going to continue to put this pink color all along the side of the bag. But thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, for watching the streams. I'm trying really hard to get to 300 subscribers. I know that number sounds so small, and it is, but I have been having so much trouble getting to 300 subscribers. It is crazy that I've just been like sitting at the same number for so long. So if you guys know of anyone who would like my channel, please share it out. Tell people about my channel. Even if you could get one or two people to like check out my content, that would really help me out. That way we can get to 300 subs. So that's kind of, it's such a small goal, but like that's my goal right now is just to get to 300 subscribers. I know that I need the 1,000 to get monetized, but my goal right now is kind of like in baby steps, just like to get to 300 subscribers, and then I will be feel a little bit more optimistic about my channel. But yeah, it's hard. It really is for anyone who's watching and also doing YouTube. Like I think you can definitely relate. It's tough. It's like you look at some of these people that have had like instant success, and it's tough. Thank you, Miriam. Oh, Miriam, I watched your video of your reaction to the band. I watched your video. You did a really good job. I like how you did like, I guess Yeah, is it called? I think it's called a like an overlay. I think that's the technical word. Like where you were watching, and then at the same time we can see you, but we also can see the video. Like I like how you put you in the video, but also how you have in real time the video that you're watching, because then we get to see your reaction to it. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I don't have no idea how you did that, but that's really cool. I have like a basic editing software. It's called Movavi. That's the one I ordered for myself. It was kind of like the cheapest one I could personally find. I'm sure there's better ones out there. Um, and it seems to have something like that, like some type of overlay technology. Of course, I think it has some type of overlay technology that allows for you to like put like an image within an image, but I haven't experimented yet with it. I've done it like side by side, like where I've taken some old footage, but not where it's like a video. But that was really cool. You did a good job. I liked how like I don't like how like your emotions were like on point. Yeah, we're doing this pink color along the side. It was originally like this weird yellow blue color, and I just have not been liking this color too much. So I'm adding pink over it because it's really the brightest color I could think to cover what I did. I have this problem a lot with my art is that I will do something and then not like it basically. I don't really like plan out my art. A lot of people do. Like they'll plan it out, like really plan it out. Thank you, Miriam. I'm glad you like it. Like a lot of times people like when they're sketching or doing art, they will plan out ahead of time, oh, I want this that color, I want that color. So I just don't like doing that. I couldn't even do it if I tried because I don't feel like I can get creative enough to figure out what to do. So kind of just going as I'm trying right now. Yeah, it was this weird color. It was like a yellow bluish color, and I wasn't liking the way that was looking, basically. So I'm just putting some pink here. I guess I could go up a little bit here. I could go up to like there, maybe, and like blend it. Because like when the backpack is on, it'll the way it'll bend naturally kind of will be that shape, I think. So I'm just adding some pink. You know what I don't like about the bag? I made this red and this white, and now I kind of feel it looks like a Santa Claus hat. Kind of looks like a Santa Claus hat when I look at it, like the red and the white, and I don't like that. I like the white, but I'm thinking I don't like the red now because I don't want it to look like a hat. I don't know if you guys think it looks like a hat, but I think it looks like a hat kind of. So kind of trying to figure out. Hmm. Kind of just stick the paint in there a little bit. My neighbor's fire alarm thing, it's like their I don't know, it's either their fire they don't have a fire, but like they have like something like the battery is not working properly, like they need to change the battery on something. It's not my neighbor, but it's like two neighbors down because I live in an apartment, and they haven't changed the battery in this thing, and I can hear it from here, and this thing has been beeping for the last 2 days. Like there's no fire or anything like that, but like I can hear whatever it is, whether it's like a smoke alarm or something that needs to have it's not like an alarm like there's a fire, but it's an alarm like the battery needs to be changed. So like whatever it is that needs the battery changed has been beeping now for the past 2 days. I told like downstairs about it. I'm like their unit is beeping. It's beeping now for 2 days, and they're like looking at me like they don't care. And I'm like, can you call them? Like, can you call the unit? Can you tell them to like do something or have someone go in there and like they just stare at you like you're crazy basically. It's like enjoy the beeping. But I'm glad I'm not in the apartment directly next to them because I mean, I can hear it from here. It's like a low level beeping. Yeah, it's kind of super annoying. And then earlier today, I'm glad like it stopped now. And then earlier today, they were full on testing the fire alarm thing. It's like, attention, there is a fire, like, so like they've been testing that the entire morning and it's so loud. And for some reason, they're like testing it like directly outside my apartment, coming over and like making it make the announcement noise. And I can literally, I had to almost like put like cotton in my ears or something. It's like, why is this necessary? So I don't understand. There's just like so much loudness around. Yeah. And it's just like complete chaos like where I live, like on the street, like where I live, like there's so much construction. They're like building buildings and like they just started building these buildings. So like they'll be doing this for like the next 2 years basically. So there's just like a lot of like construction. They have to like stop the street every time you want to go down the street because it's like one way traffic. So they have to stop the street so that you can go a certain way. And it's not cool. It's annoying. And then like every time you walk down the street, it's not really like a good idea to walk in like flip flops or anything like that, or like open toe shoes because then I don't know, there's just like a lot of construction. So you don't want to like stub your toe or anything like that. But I don't know. I don't think these things would bother me if it wasn't like, like the pandemic type of stuff. I think that what happens is like you get like agitated, and then like things that maybe would not bother you start to bother you. I don't know. I think now I'll make that part pink. I like pink now. I've never liked pink, but now I like pink. Yeah, I do not like this situation. It looks like Santa. It seriously looks like Santa. It looks like Santa's hat, red and then white. I do not want it to look like Santa. Why does it look like Santa? Oh, I don't know. It's funny how I really wanted my school semester to be over because then like I would have more time to like do things for myself. At the same time, yep, it looks like Christmas. But at the same time, like almost like when my class ended, I don't know, there's just less to do. It wasn't like I was doing things I wanted to do before, but like I guess when you're in school and a class, it keeps you busy. Uh, Maybe you can change the white and red with green, maybe, and pink. Yeah, I don't like the red. So we can make maybe pink there. Because this is the pink that's on my brush. So that's kind of what it would look like. I don't, green would be a good idea, but I don't know if the green can cover this because it's so red. It's just like this color combo of having red and white is like it looks like Santa. It looks full on like Santa's hat. So I've made one other bag before, and I wore it to Disney World a few times, and a couple of times like you'll get attention with it, like especially like when you're going through security, like they always check your stuff, but like they'll be like, "Oh, you made a bag," and I'd be like, "Yeah," and it's like one time there's this super annoying security guard, and they didn't mean anything by it, but like they saw my bag, and like in order to like show they liked it, they took their hand and they rubbed it all over the bag. Like they took their hand and they're like it's so nice, and they just like rubbed the entire thing. It's like, oh, it's like, why are you doing it? Like I wouldn't take my hand and rub someone's handbag. Like I wouldn't take my hand and rub it all over their jacket or all over their hat or their handbag. It's like what if you mess up their bag or something? It's just like, what if you have dirt on your hands or something? It's like me. I have paint on my hands right now. It's like I wouldn't rub someone's something. Especially if it's paint. It's like, oh, that was like super annoying when they did that. I don't know. Yeah, I do not like the Santa situation. What I could do is I could put a drop of pink here just to kind of see what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, we can make it pink. It'll become like a darker red pink because it's red already. It's a lot of pink. We need it anyhow. I'm not even adding. I have basically what this does is that it makes the paint thinner. It takes it from like a thick paint to a thin paint. But I'm not even going to use that because I just want to get this covered. I don't know. What do you think? Color the red. I already made it pink. Color the red white first. Maybe then will be pink. Like to prime it. I mean, it's taking the pink. It is turning pink. I'm surprised. I'm actually totally surprised that it's turning pink. I didn't think it could turn pink, honestly, because it was so red before. I think it's turning pink. I hear the beeping. Uh, my original idea was to like do something with the white part, to like maybe even like to write on it with like a marker or something, like to write a word on the white part. But um yeah, that red situation was like, oh, I realized after I did it. I'm like, it looks like Santa. Or at least it's turning pink. It's a good start. I've been eating so bad lately. I ate like an entire bag of chips, like a family size of chips, like a giant bag of chips. And then I've been eating Skittles, a lot of Skittle candy. And I don't normally eat like that. Like that was old comment. Yeah, I think it's pinkish. Pinkish. Yeah. Just been eating so badly lately. what happens is, like, I think a lot of the food, like chips and candy, it's like happy food because it tastes good. And then I sort of feel bad after I eat it. It's like it upsets your tummy and all that. But it tastes good. It tastes good. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? I also need to fix his, like, the hand area because I don't know how far to put the pink part. I need a different brush. Hello, Dream Buzz. How are you? I don't know. I like candy, and then I don't know. I think it makes my stomach feel weird. I think it's because I eat so much of it. I don't eat. I don't eat like a little. A little. No, I eat like a lot of candy. Like a lot of candy. So then, like, my stomach hurts. I don't like. I don't eat it in moderation. I eat it like I get the candy and I'll eat like the entire bag that's supposed to last like a week because it tastes good, and I kind of go overboard with it. Hello, Dream Buzz. How are you? Welcome into the chat. Very nice to have you here. I think that looks a little bit more blended. I think so. Dream Buzz, where are you watching from? Dream Buzz, where are you? Thank you so much, Dream Buzz. Dream Buzz, where are you watching from? What country or state are you from? But yeah, Miriam, I mean, candy is so good that's what happens. It's like I like it and it tastes good, and then it's like before I know it, I've ate the entire bag and I have a stomach ache. But I need to learn to eat more in moderation. From India, nice to have you here. Welcome. Hi, It's. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here, Dream. If you like the videos, Dream, make sure you subscribe. Help me get to 300 subs. My new goal, guys, is 300 subscribers. Isn't that sad? It's like it's like not like, obviously people want millions of subscribers. It's like I'm trying to get to 300 people, 300 subscribers. You know how sad that is? I'm trying to get to 300 subscribers. It is so sad. It's such a small number, too. But yeah, Dream, if you have not subscribed already, if you could do me a favor and please subscribe, because if you subscribe, I will be one step closer to 300 subscribers, which I know sounds super pathetic on my part, but it is pathetic, but it's true. I'm glad you're super happy. Did something extra good happen? Or are you just naturally happy? Either way is good. It's good to be naturally happy, and it's also good for good things to happen. So either way is good. If you're naturally happy, then that's obviously a really good thing too, because then when something extra good happens, then you're even more happy. This backpack got a lot more pink. I know, right, Dream? It's so hard. It's so hard, right? So if you like the content, make sure you subscribe. Yeah, my cousin sent me her old drawing tablet for a gift. That is so nice. That's so great to hear that you now have an additional something else that you can add to your art collection. That's really cool. Yeah, so we made this part pink just because before it looked like Santa's hat before because it was red and I wasn't liking the way that looked. So this backpack got a whole lot more. I know, Miriam. It's got so much more pink. I don't know if you guys remember, like when I first started this project, I'm like, I don't want it to be too pink. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I was like, I don't want it to be too pink. And obviously it just got very, very, very pink. But yeah. Let's see. The awesome thing, this is my first ones or even my first one. That's really cool. That's cool that you have one now. That way you can create even more art and like different types of art. I feel like I need I'm like it became so pink. My god, it's so pink. Right? It's very pink now. You know what's funny is like I don't know what to do with the bottom part now. Because we have the child there. I don't know. We have to do the other side because we haven't done. Pink is awesome. Okay, so we like pink. So we have to do this side now because we didn't do the pink. Ooh. We didn't do the pink over there. So I don't know. Give it to Santa on Christmas for unknown aliens. Give it to Santa. Be like, here's your new backpack, Santa. That's funny. Yeah, before this looked a lot more like, and now that I'm looking at it from this angle, I'm like, it looked like Santa's hat and it looked like Baby Yoda was wearing the hat. Have you all seen that TV show? Have you guys been watching that TV show? The one that's called The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. Have any of you seen that show? It's the Star Wars show on Disney Plus. You love it, it's? So Dream, you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, this is the show. It's called The Mandalorian. It's like based on the story of Star Wars, but it's like its own series, I think. And it's on Disney Plus, and it's like their own TV show that they have on Disney Plus. I have never watched Star Wars really much in the past. I've seen two or three of the movies, and like literally right now, I'm going to listen to this, but I'm going to be drawing on a different tab. Okay, that's absolutely fine. I do that all the time. Listen to background noise. I've seen 3 of the Star Wars movies. One a very long time ago on some school field trip. I have no idea which one it was. I remember a school field trip years ago. We went to see. Oh, no problem, Dream. We went to go see Star Wars. And I don't know. I don't even know what movie it was. So I watched. Hi, Dolores. How are you? So nice to have you here. We're talking about the show, the Mandalorian on Disney Plus. That's the new Star Wars show. Have you seen that show, Dolores? This is the new episodes. I think they stream a new one every week. A new one comes on, and it's like a takeoff on Star Wars. It's interesting. I like it because it's like it's like extra vintage, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you turn on one of the episodes one day, bye bye, Dream. So nice to have you here. I hope I see you again in chat. Okay. Bye bye, Dream. Good luck with your studies that you have to do. Good luck with your day. I'm doing homework and watching lots of homework, Miriam. I know how it feels. Believe me, the homework in normal times is tough. It's really rough to do homework in normal times. Like, homework is really difficult, even if it's a subject matter you like. Homework can be super difficult, especially when you know you have the pressure of knowing you have a grade and you're getting a grade assigned, and you know you have to pass. So, will you do a Q&A video? Yeah, we should do that. We should do like a stream that's just a Q&A, and we can like write up questions that you guys want to know ahead of time, or whatever's easier. I don't know how you do those, but we should definitely do one of those, Dolores. Good idea. But homework is rough. Homework is really rough. I just finished my semester. So I'm in grad school, and the program is strange. Very, very, very strange. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, if people say, "What are you studying?" I have no idea. The classes are a little bit of everything, like everything you could imagine. Like, one semester you could be studying history, and the next semester you could be studying, I don't know, communications, art. It's a little bit of everything, which is like a good thing. So it's like a general grad studies program. Like, that's the best way I could describe it. But you can tend to take classes that interest you and kind of make it something you like. So, at the beginning of the pandemic, I was in, so that was back in March. I was in 2 classes within the grad program, and like halfway through the semester, we went online. So it got announced that there was a pandemic. We were going to school, like no masks or anything like that. No one knew anything that was happening. And all of a sudden, like, I remember I wrote my professor an email. What do you do? I wrote my professor an email, and I was like, they just declared a pandemic. Are we going to class still? Because I'm a little worried, and like, I don't know if we should be having class right now. Maybe we should shift online. And he wrote me back an email, and he was like, we'll figure it out. Like, we'll figure out what makes you guys feel most comfortable. And then, like, I remember I wrote him a follow-up email, and I'm like, I've never heard from you. Like, what do I do? I know we have class in like just a few days, and I'm getting worried because I haven't heard from you, and I don't know if I feel comfortable in coming to class. So he writes me back an email, and this is like back in like March. It must have been March. So he writes me back an email, and he's like, check your email or check your student email. So I go and check my student email, and it says that basically that the school was closing and going online. So it wasn't like closing, but it was like everyone was going to take their classes online. So that, I don't know, I almost feel like we're more used to it now, but like when that shift happened, like we were all online, it was just like the most bizarre feeling ever. Like, it felt very, very like sad and scary. And like, I remember like I was taking, like, one of the classes was like science based, and like we would log on, and like I had like the most oversized sweater on ever, and I was just like sitting there, and I was like holding a cup of coffee like this, and like everyone was like logging into the Zoom session staring at each other like this. Like, we were all like seriously in oversized sweaters looking at the Zoom session, all holding coffee and all staring at each other like the world had come to an end. And it was just like the most bizarre thing ever. And then the teacher, like when he would go on break, he didn't realize that we could see his screen. So he was doing something called share my screen. So when he did share my screen, we could see he did that during the lecture so we can see him clicking on different websites. But when we went on break, he forgot to turn it off. And he wasn't looking at anything bad, but he was looking at like all these websites about like the pandemic. And like we were like this, like he was looking at like like basically the statistics of how bad the virus was and all this stuff. We told him, we're like, hey, we can see your screen. We didn't like let him like continue to do that. But like he was like, oh yeah, guys, I'm just like researching like how bad it is. It's like, so yeah, it was just a very bizarre feeling when that happened. I mean, to say like I got used to it, I don't know if you ever completely. One second, guys. I need a tissue. I got something in my eye. I don't know if you ever completely get used to what's happened, like the difference of things right now. That semester when I was taking 2 classes, it felt. I know you're here, Miriam. You're listening to me as doing your homework. Do your homework, Miriam. You'll get through it. But yeah, Miriam, I know what you're going through because homework in general, and I really mean that, is not easy. It's not easy. And it's rough to begin with, and then you have a pandemic happen and it's like I can't focus that well, So that semester when we went online was just very bizarre, scary, unsettling. Luckily, during that semester, I had 2 pretty good professors. And you know what? The professors, they reacted how they should have, honestly. If you have this very bewildering thing that has happened that none of us probably have ever lived through something like this before, and we're all like scared and unsettled, you do the best you can as a teacher. You have to like continue your job as a teacher, but you also become hopefully a lot more empathic and have sympathy for your students. Like you become a little bit more empathic, that the situation is very something we're not used to. And like they put it into words a lot, though, these 2 professors, especially one of them, I remember he kept saying, we're going to just get through this. Obviously, if the semester of the class was in person, we could have done a lot more. We could have learned a lot more. I think that the requirements of us would have been a lot more, strict, like in what we were turning in that stuff. And it's not like to say that the teacher should go really light on you, but it's like there has to be a balance between them understanding, having sympathy and being empathic towards what the students are going through right now. It's like you cannot expect, the same type of, I guess, work ability just because of what is happening. People have so much going on in their personal lives and family members and jobs and different things. It's like there's a lot going on right now. And those 2 teachers were pretty good about, having that balance. They assigned the work. The attitude was really, log into the Zoom class, do your best, try to learn something this semester, and that was about it. And if you did that, you were going to get between a B or an A, in the class. And then I had a teacher this semester that was like, it's like you would write him a question about something and his response would be, I require precision. I require immense precision on everything you turn in. And this needs to be at a graduate level. And I require precision. It's like, yeah, you're not acting like the other 2 professors, You may want to talk to them on lessons on, understanding what your students are going through. But luckily that semester is over too. Like it's like our grade isn't in yet, but I turned in my last paper assignments. My last paper assignment is actually due like in a week, but I turned in my paper literally like 2 weeks ago because I wanted to be done. Because I basically, as soon as I turned in the paper, I knew I was done. Like our actual like Zoom class ended, and I was like, I just want to be done. Why, keep knowing that I haven't turned something in and do that to myself. So, boy, this is getting a lot more pink. This may be too pink now, but we will work with this. Yeah, because I didn't like the yellow. So I turned in my paper. The class was weird that I took the semester before. I took like a class that was like science based. It was cool. He did a lot of experiments. But that's good that Miriam, you study languages. It's useful. You can talk to people from other cultures, and it's more of a use than a lot of subjects. It can be boring, yeah, doing the same thing over and over again, but it'll be very helpful to you. I think you'll be able to like talk to people in their language and get to know people, and that could be very cool. Um but so yeah, the semester ended. It was kind of a weird thing because like the subject matter could have been very interesting. We were like our entire semester we were basically reading like Lord of the Rings and like those types of science fiction books. And it could have been like cool to do that like the entire semester, like talking about such a cool subject matter. It's just that the class was taught in such an intense way that you didn't end up enjoying the class. But I'm glad the semester's over. um I got used to like doing something every day as far as like program goes. Like every day I woke up and I knew that I had to study or read a certain amount of work, and that keeps you busy because you have a routine. And it's frustrating because like right now with the pandemic, I don't have a lot of routine anymore because you know not going out, as much, because a lot of people are still just going out and having the attitude of, I most likely will be okay. I don't know why they have that attitude, but most likely I will be okay and I'm not going to worry about it. It's like, yeah, but I don't like, it's kind of like the attitude of I haven't, as far as I know, gotten it so far. So I don't want to all of a sudden get it now. I've been watching like these TikToks where like people are like, I went 7, 8 months without getting this thing, and then all of a sudden I got it, and it's not fun. So I'm looking forward to things going back to more normal. I was reading an article that they're saying that they think that things will start to get more back to normal in like by the summertime. That's what they were saying. That they thought that because the vaccine is coming out like in I don't know, like the end of the year basically, and once people start to take it, even if you don't take it, that once other people start to take it, that things will start to improve, or you'll see some sort of an improvement by the summer. So if that is true and we can pretty much go back to normal by the summertime, I think that would be pretty good, to have that as a goal, you know? Oh, I keep getting in my eye. I hope it's not paint. Okay. I'm like using the viewfinder. Okay. But now I'm wondering why I made this so pink. Because I didn't like the way it looked before. So, and then that side is not as pink. So now I need to make this side more pink. But long story short, I am happy not to be studying right now. And then as far as my program goes, I should be done next semester, which is really great to know. To just know that I'll be done, because to like continue with this forever and be like a perpetual student forever is not the funnest thing. I realize that I need to make that pink also, but like I'm bored with the pink already, so I want to do like it is pink. Maybe we can mix in some. I have like a white color, maybe. I'm like trying to make like a lighter pink color, basically. I think what also happens is that I'm so used to studying and doing something that I like you forget how to relax, if that makes sense. Like you don't know how to relax because you're always expecting like to do something. So I think once I can like learn how to relax, I'll feel better. I'm scared of 2021. I don't really dress up for Halloween, but there was this meme on the internet where it showed people's Halloween costumes for this past year. And one of the costumes was, I think they were wearing a shirt and they were like, I am the year 2020 because the year 2020 brought so much fun. Yeah. I'm hoping it's the attitude of it could only get better, Miriam. That's how I refer to it. I mean, they say things should be getting better, like optimistically. I mean, I never did much research on that type of stuff because why would I have, right, in the past? But apparently, like from history time periods, like they were talking about in articles like the 1918 flu and stuff like that. And they said, like, even with that, which was really bad, it went away. Like, it went away and life went back to normal. So, I'm not one that I've studied a lot of those things, but, it's probably true that, things will get better. And we will definitely be able to tell people some good stories of this time period, right? Years from now, when we're older, we'll be like, when I was young, we all had to stay inside. Why did you have to stay inside? Well, there was a virus, and yeah, so it'll be. They were talking about also when will they be able to make a movie? That's what they were talking about. When will they be able to make a movie on what we all went through in 2020? And they were like, it's too soon to make a movie about the year 2020. It's like, I don't want to watch a movie in 2021 or 2022 about the year 2020. It's okay. I don't want to see that movie. We're in that movie right now. It's like one day I'm sure they'll make a movie about this, but I don't want to see that movie right now. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to see that movie. That's okay. I'm sure it will be lovely, but I'm good. So we've added like a lighter pink color now. Where is my water? But yeah. I try to be more optimistic, even though it's very much more difficult said than done. Be more optimistic, right? Be more positive. I love how this color is changing again. It's crazy. I've had these brushes a really long time and they still are pretty good. And I like use them to like scratch and everything, the paint. So they're still working. Yeah, we're hoping that that goes away in the year 2021, Miriam. A lot of people are referring to it as the Rona. It sounds more humorous. The Rona. I feel like it just got light pink. The Rona, yeah. I wouldn't want to be named Rona right now. I'd be like, your name is Rona. I hear a car. Now I hear a car beeping. This is so strange. Yeah, I should be able to just add white to that section and it'll change colors. Let's see if that's true. Shall we? One thing I don't know if people will do right away is going on cruises. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been on a cruise, but in the past I used to like them, but I don't really love the idea of being on a boat for multiple days. I had it once on a cruise, and this was a long time ago. And on that cruise, literally the first time ever, I got the flu. I had never had the flu before, and I got the flu on a cruise. And it was like seriously traumatizing because it's like if I was home and I could take care of myself, where you're home and you have warm soup and you take care of yourself, then it's not that big of a deal, hopefully. But like because I was trapped on a cruise, it just made it so much worse. Like I literally wanted to get off that thing so badly. And that was years ago that happened. And I literally did not go. I have not been on a cruise since that happened. I didn't love them before. I was kind of like always like worried that something like that would happen. I don't know, Miriam. But cruises are They can be fun. I feel like they can be, like, because, like, but at the same time, like, I don't know, like, after that experience, I was like, I'd rather go somewhere than to be stuck on board something, and to be, where people are sneezing and coughing and all that. So, um, yeah. Um, I don't know if in some countries right now they are going on cruises. I'm really confused by that. Like, I wasn't sure, like, in Germany or different places, if they were starting to let cruises go out again. I don't even know what the story is in the United States. I don't know if they were given, like, the okay to start sailing again, but I don't think that they are. And I don't know, why you would want to. Like, I don't, it's like, I don't see who would take the risk right now in going on a cruise, because, like, there's a very good chance, I don't know, like, you're going to get something, the flu, something. So it's like, especially right now, because it's like people haven't taken the vaccine yet. So it's like this can't go well. I think they had some practice cruise. I don't know where it was out of or what the story was, but they made everyone get tested, and still everyone, like, a lot of people got it. Like, that was a cruise not that long ago. I think it was like they were, like, testing out, like, protocols and, like, how to handle different situations on board. But I don't know. There's, like, always, like, these weird stories from cruises. Like, I've been on them with very bad weather. I remember I watched a YouTube video once of a cruise. I wasn't on it, but they had a very, very, very bad storm on board. And like, it was a super bad storm. And the captain, like, gets on in the YouTube video, the captain gets on the intercom, and he's like, the storm was so bad. The situation was that the storm was so bad that the crew should not have left the port that it was at. It should have stayed in dock, because the storm was so bad that basically he said that he had to keep turning the ship every minute, literally in a different direction, because the wind was so bad that it was literally coming in every direction, and it kept changing every direction. And if he didn't, turn it every second, it would capsize. So, um, you know, I don't know. Like, I just don't like them anymore. I know, like, those stories are probably rare, but it's like, I don't like them anymore. One of my favorite places is Disney. So Disney World is in Orlando, and Disneyland is in California. And Orlando, which is in Florida, where I live, Orlando is another city, and Orlando is like 4 hours away from where I live. So it's pretty easy to get to Disney World. It's literally a drive up the road. So what's funny is Disney is really one of my favorite places to go. If someone said, like, where can you go anywhere on a trip that you would want to go anywhere. I feel like people would come up with, like, these really exotic places that they want to see. And if they came to me and they said, you can go anywhere on a trip for free, where do you want to go? I would be like, I want to go to Disney. It doesn't matter, what else they could offer me. I want to go to Disney because I like Disney and I'm happy at Disney. So for me, it wouldn't matter what else the trip involved. I'd be like, I want to go to Disney. Something else I've been doing to pass the time now is I've been watching a lot of YouTube streams from Disney. We study in school morning and some Zoom some hours. Okay, Miriam. So you go physically to school. What motivates you to work hard? So Miriam, you go physically to school in person, and then some of your classes are online. So it's both. It's both in person and on the computer, right? But that's a good mix, Miriam. If that, like, at least then you, I mean, I've had all my classes on Zoom this semester and last semester. What motivates me to work hard? I don't know. I just want to do well for myself. I don't know if that's like a corny answer. Like, I want to know that I've done a good job and that things that I like envisioned myself doing, like, I guess you would call them dreams. I want to know that, like, that I gave it my all in situations and that I tried hard, and, you know, that I see what comes of that process. So my class this semester was completely online for Zoom. It was technically, we had the option. So my class was really small. My class was, what was it, like one, two, three, one, two, three. My class was 4 people. Isn't that insane? I had such a small class. I had only 4 people in my class. And so what happened this semester was that they gave us the option of what we wanted to do. So the school was like, do you want to be online or do you want to be in person? And my semester ended up a little weird. So technically, I was supposed to fill out a form that allowed for me to be online, an online student that takes Zoom. And I was supposed to then find classes that were online to take online classes. Because my class was only 4 people, and it's generally, that's how my program is. It's always like four people, except for one class I had, which had a lot of people in it. It's usually like not very many people. So because my class was so few people, what happened was I just worked it out with the professor, and then I told him that I don't want to come in. I don't feel safe coming in. Would it be okay if I'm on Zoom and you're in the class? And he said, sure. So basically, he went to class. He had the other 3 students in the classroom, and I was online. So basically, when he would go into the classroom, he would turn on Zoom, and he would talk to me and the class at the same time. And it worked out well, because what ended up happening was there were quite a few classes where the weather was just not good or someone wasn't feeling well. So I would say like half the classes ended up being online Zoom anyhow. But, basically I didn't have to go in, and I saved a lot of like commute time not having to come in. So it worked out pretty well. In the evening, would you rather play a game, visit a relative, watch a movie, or live stream on YouTube? Those are good options, Dream. In the evening, would you rather? So I guess I should like put them into categories. Would you rather play a game or visit a relative? Play a game. Play a game between those two. And lately, it's not lately. It's like the only game I like playing. I don't know. You probably have heard of this game. This is a game called Animal Crossing. Have you guys heard of that game? So I have the super old one, like the original Animal Crossing. I think it's like the original. So I love that game. Eventually, I'll probably get like a newer one. But Animal Crossing versus relative. Watch a movie or live stream in YouTube. Probably movie over game. So I'd probably rather watch a movie than a game. So now we have movie, and then or live stream YouTube? I guess between movie or live stream YouTube, the answer would be it depends on the movie and when the movie is. And then the second question would be, can the movie end and then I live stream after or live stream before? So yeah, what do you guys think? What's your opinion? What are your preferences? I'm getting paint all over myself. It's okay. So yeah, my semester was online, so you know, at least I can say as a positive, I didn't have to go Um, in normal times, in a normal world, I would have liked to have gone into campus because I like interacting with people and talking to people and socializing in person. Those are all things that are good for you. It's good for you to do those things rather than to be at home, even if it feels like, a strain sometimes going out. What is your favorite movie? I don't know. I have a lot of favorite movies. I think one, I don't know, like, I like action movies and I like comedy. So, like, I like, movies like Mission Impossible and Terminator and those types of movies. I like action movies. And then I also like comedy movies. So, I don't know. I have to give that one some thought as to what is my favorite movie because I don't want to like say a movie and then like think of like a better one later on and be like, that's not my favorite movie. But I like action and I like comedy. How about you guys? What is your favorite? I guess it's called a genre. What is your favorite type of movie you like to see? Do you like comedy? Do you like action movies? Movies about sports? Movies about like history? Science fiction? Aliens? I think a lot of those kind of overlap. Like a lot of action movies are like aliens and science fiction and that type of stuff, or they can be, depending on the movie. I would say like movies like Terminator. I would say Terminator is kind of like a science fiction type of movie. Um, Different like alien movies in the past. They can be actiony or they can be horror, depending on what movie it is, the director, all that type of stuff. Comedy, Bad Boys for Life. Was that the recent one? Was that the newer one that came out? Like the last one that they made? I think so, right? Yeah, I like comedy. I mean, action movies are good, but at the same time, I feel comedy movies like put you into a better mood. You know what I mean? Like like if it's a good comedy, I think a lot of times you'll come out of the movie theater feeling, happy and good, Um action movies, I think like they're exciting. You watch them. I don't know like if I went to go see an action movie, would I come out feeling super happy? I don't know. I think I would come out more, especially if it was like very suspenseful, like very like intriguing. I'd come out and I'd be like, that was like a really interesting movie. But comedy movies, I think, put you into the best mood, kind of, because like it was entertaining. It may have action to it, but it's also, a little bit lighter. So I guess the answer would be comedy over, if I had to like pick one, it would probably be comedy. And then an occasional action movie, maybe of a particular franchise or like a particular, like a series of movies maybe that I've watched a lot and then the new one comes out and I want to see the new one. I don't know where I'm going with this backpack, like in terms of like what I'm doing with it. Like I'm like continuously adding color and I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good one. What three things? I don't know. That's a good question. I guess like creating YouTube videos. Like, what am I gonna do today? What am I gonna eat today? Uh, where am I gonna go today? I don't know. Like, trying to like, I don't know, give my head a rest. I guess like because I'm on vacation mode now. Like, I think I'm just like I wake up and I'm like, what should I eat? That's basically like where I'm at right now. What should I eat today? All day snacks. Um, I like art. I like keeping myself busy with art. What's my favorite holiday? Hmm. I'm thinking about that one. Hmm. Still thinking. Favorite holiday. I don't know. Like, I guess when I was like really little, I liked Halloween just because I liked dressing up in costumes and stuff. I don't know if you would call that a holiday, but like I like that time period. I think now I don't know if that's a holiday, but like I like the holiday period now, like of in the holiday period I kind of feel runs from Thanksgiving till New Year's. It kind of is even into like you'll sense like the holiday vibes even into mid January. You'll still kind of get that holiday vibe happening. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's your favorite holiday? What is your favorite holiday season or time period? Halloween, definitely. I mean, I like the candy. I like the candy, and I used to remember like all these like Disney Channel movies that would come out during that time period. Um, I thought they were scary. Some of the ones that would come out, I thought they were pretty scary. A lot of them. I don't like super scary movies, but and what's funny about where I live, which is Miami, Christmas and New Year's Eve. That's nice. And where I live, which is Miami, which is in the bottom part of Florida, it's super hot here most of the year. So, like, I haven't even been outside yet, but apparently it's a drop cooler out. Like, and like people are actually wearing jackets outside. It's like it's actually a drop cooler out. So like most of the year, especially in South Florida, like in the Miami area, it's super hot out. Like super hot out. Like so hot, like you can basically just get to your car and like go somewhere with air conditioning. And all of a sudden, within like the last 2 days here, cooled down the weather here a little bit. And then I heard in Orlando, which is 4 hours up the road, it supposedly got a drop cooler, like colder than here. There was one time when I was in Orlando and it was so cold there that it actually like started to hail. So like there was like ice coming down from the sky basically. Like it was so cold. Like it was, and I was at Disney at the time too. It was almost too cold to really enjoy being there. It's like you like being there and walking around where it's not too hot and you're not falling down from the sun, but like a light sweater weather is nice, but like to be walking around Disney where you're actually shaking because it's so cold was a little bit too much. And it was so bizarre because when I was walking around the hotel, I saw this family and they were from Michigan, and Michigan gets very cold. And that's in the United States. And when I saw them, they were in the pool. They were in the pool. So it's like I had on like 3 sweaters, a ski jacket, hat, and gloves. I can see my breath coming out because it's so cold. And they are literally swimming in the pool. And they came out of the water, and I was like, how are you guys not cold? And they were like, we're from Michigan. And I was just like, but they were pretty funny because they were like, they looked at me and I had on like 3 sweaters, a ski jacket, a hat, gloves, Ugg boots on, and I was still freezing, holding a hot drink to try to get warmth as I walked back to the hotel room. And they are with towels on, with a bathing suit on, and they are literally, dripping from the pool, and they are so cold. And they like the point was they weren't cold, and they made a comment. They were like, "There's something wrong about the situation that you have 4 jackets on, a ski coat, and we're in a bathing suit." It's like that is just a very warped situation. But I guess they got used to it, like because it's so cold where they are, and the pool was heated. But still, like, I mean, like if you got one person that's in like 3 coats and the other's in the pool, it's like you kind of feel like it doesn't quite match. You know what I mean? I don't know if you could see my fridge. My fridge is like right where I am standing. This is a small kitchen. I just got milk out. I'm going to. I make a hot chocolate. What makes you laugh the most? I don't know, like TV shows, comedy TV shows. What about you? What makes you guys laugh? Comedy shows, TV shows, movies with comedy. So I'm just going to put this milk in the microwave. My microwave is literally right there. So I'm heating up some milk in a cup, and I'm going to make a hot chocolate as I work, right? Tom and Jerry. That's a good show. There was a movie years ago, Tom and Jerry. I think it was Tom and Jerry. It was a movie, and there's like a little girl in like a cabin. I think it was Tom and Jerry movie. It may have been like one of the original Tom and Jerry movies. I'm not sure. I like that movie. It wasn't the TV show though. It was like a Tom and Jerry movie. But yeah, I'm going to make this hot chocolate. This is a Swiss Miss Marshmallow, the cartoon show, yeah. Hot chocolate mix, and it comes with marshmallows inside of it. I will show you how I make it when the milk cooks. But yeah. I actually don't have television. Isn't that crazy? I have Disney Plus. So Disney Plus is that streaming service. It's like Netflix, but Disney Plus. And I've just been doing that, watching that lately. If I had regular cable television, I would watch either Disney, maybe like a reality station like E or one of those channels, but like in reality, those shows like aren't that great. Swiss Miss Marshmallow, yep, a hot chocolate mix. So yeah, I would watch either Disney or I would watch some type of reality show, but I don't know, if those are really great for you to watch in the sense of like, same stuff. Reality show, you turn on the reality show. What do? They fight, they yell at each other, like those shows, like Housewives or whatever, like it's always the same thing. They yell at each other, whatever. It's like same old, same old. So I've got hot milk, and then I've got my holiday cup. So this is my holiday cup. Isn't it cute? It's Mickey. So I'm just going to transfer the hot milk into here. Would you rather vacation in Disneyland, Dubai, or Dubai, and why? Well, from what I've heard about Dubai, it is extremely expensive to go there. Like, extremely expensive. Like, I've seen, like, YouTube videos, like, where it's, like, one of the most expensive places you could go. Like, the plane ticket is super expensive. And, well, right now it doesn't seem economically doable. Let's put it that way. Maybe one day. Like, if Disneyland is in California, and then Disney World is in my state, Florida. So Disney World is in Florida, and Disneyland is in California. It's two different places. So if it was between Disney World or Disneyland, I'd rather go to Disney World. Disney World is a lot bigger than Disneyland. It's not. Disneyland is pretty small. It doesn't have the huge resort system with all the hotels. It's like Disney World is much, much bigger. So Disney World over Disneyland. But Dubai would be cool one day. I've never been there, so I can't it seems very fascinating. There's just one of the most fascinating things I've seen of Dubai is like from YouTube is like their architecture there. They have some of the most interesting architecture. Like they have something there where it's like I've seen photos of it like I don't know, it's like islands and like they form like flowers and then there's like a building like where it makes its own temperature or something. It's like it's hard to like describe it. What are you making right now? I am making hot chocolate, but I need to clean this up. So I put the hot chocolate mix. So I put this, that was the hot chocolate mix, into this cup. So that's milk. And then I put the hot chocolate mix into there, and it comes with marshmallows. So I want to get a spoon. Oh, I guess. I'm just stirring it. You kind of have to stir it because there's a lot of like chocolate at the bottom, and it kind of like hardens up at the bottom, and you need to like kind of like stir it around before that happens. So it comes with marshmallows, which is cool. I'm just stirring it. Can you share it with your subscribers? Of course. Of course. I will virtually send it to you. You've seen that in science fiction movies, like where you can like teleport things like to the other person. It's pretty good. I mean, it's like a cheap way to make hot chocolate, you know? The box looks like this. Swiss Miss Marshmallow Hot Chocolate. So it comes with a bunch of packets, and there's... Did it say how many are in here? I don't even know. It doesn't tell you, like, how many are in here. Like, it must. It must somewhere. I don't know. I don't know how many this comes with. That's weird that it doesn't tell me that. And I used to have whipped cream, but I think I ran out. I'm just stirring it. I'm going to put the spoon back in the sink. I'll put the milk back away. Now I have hot cocoa as I work. What do you like to do in your free time? Do you like to make art? Do you like to make music? What do you like to do? Sports, soccer, drawing. It dries really fast. That's the thing about acrylics, is like if you don't add in that other primer, it dries so fast. And I still haven't done this side. I still haven't made this side pink. But now I feel like it's too pink. That's cool. Yeah. YouTube, watching space related videos. That's cool. Now I'm wondering what else I should do. I'm trying to like pick it up and like see it like from a distance, like what to do. I don't know. I just keep adding colors to it because I don't feel like I like it, you know? I'm like, I keep adding colors and I hope that like it'll eventually get to that point where I like it. I don't know. This is the best gift you've ever received. I don't know. But I feel like it will be a dog. Like I think when I get a dog finally, I'll be like, this is the best gift ever. Because I know I want a dog. In the future I'll get a dog. So like I feel like it will be a dog. How about you? Seeing how my internet is doing. I don't know if you can see this, but like I have to put my phone. Could you see that? Like I have to put my phone over there. Otherwise I have terrible internet in here. Cute puppy with a Apple laptop. Okay, so that I think that's a great combination. An Apple laptop and a cute puppy. I think that is a fantastic combination, Dream. What type of puppy would you get? Do you want a small dog? Like a small little dog? Medium dog? A medium dog would be like, I don't know, what's a medium sized dog? Like a medium dog? Or do you want a big dog? Like a big dog would be like a German Shepherd, a Labrador, Golden Retriever. That's what I mean by big dog, like a big dog. So would you want a little dog or a big dog? And what type of dog would you get? If you could have any type of dog, like any type of dog, what type of dog would you get? I'm curious to know your preferences. A Labrador Retriever. That's such a good pick because a Labrador is one of, when you Google it, you have a Labrador Retriever. Oh, so you want another Labrador Retriever. You want a second dog. I have never actually had a dog. My neighbor had a Labrador Retriever. It was the cutest dog ever. Its name was Spike. And it was the funniest dog ever because when his dog was, it was like a small neighborhood. So like it was like safe for your dog to walk around. But he would let his dog walk around everywhere by itself. So the dog wasn't on a leash and the dog would come out of the neighbor's house and the dog would walk all around himself. And we had our garage door. We lived in a house back then and we had our garage door open. And the Labrador Retriever literally came into the garage unannounced. And it was a sweet dog. Like it was like the most mushy dog you will ever meet. It came in through the garage and it came like up our stairs and like I turned around and it was in my living room. It was in my living room and I knew whose dog it was and I had played with it before. It's probably why it came to me, like it knew who I was. But it startled me because I turned around and I didn't expect to see a Labrador Retriever in my living room when I don't have a Labrador. And I turned around, I'm like, Spike is here, you know? So I thought that was the most hysterical thing is that I left, you know, I had like, I was working in my garage or something like that. I had it open and, you know, small little neighborhood and turn around, the dog is there. So that was funny. I played with him and then I took him back outside because I wasn't sure if he was supposed to be there or if the neighbor wanted to know where he was. So those were cute experiences. I love the Labrador Retriever. They say it's one of the most loving dogs you can get, like a very, very sweet personality. I really like the Golden Retriever. I don't know why. I mean, I used to see a lot of Golden Retrievers growing up. I think they're another very, very pretty dog. So I don't know, like, if I would have a huge preference between a Golden Retriever and a Labrador Retriever. Like, I feel they're both really sweet dogs. Like, they both have really, really sweet personalities. What's funny is I had another neighbor in this place that I lived, and she had a German Shepherd. And the German Shepherd, like, it was pretty funny because I was walking down the street and she was walking towards me with another person, and she had her German Shepherd. Again, it was on a leash and it came running towards me. And I wasn't that used to German Shepherd. So I was like kind of freaking out and looking at her like, your dog, it's a German Shepherd and it's running towards me. And she's like, don't worry, she's friendly. So the dog like ran towards me. It stopped mid in the street and it rolled over and it wanted you to pet its stomach. It was the cutest thing ever. So yeah, that's some, rough dog. Rottweiler, I can't speak, or German Shepherd, some for protection. A Rottweiler is more of a protection dog, I feel. I mean, I've met Rottweiler dogs that are also like Labradors. Like, it's how you raise them, honestly. Like, I don't know. Like, I think if they grow up in a house with like Labradors or something, they're gonna act like a Labrador. But I like big dogs. I like little dogs are cute. Like what's a little dog? Like a terrier or some or like, a little dog. But I think big dogs are like a friend. You know what I mean? Like a big dog is like it's like an actual friend. Like you can really interact with it. And I think it interacts with you. You know what I mean? Like it really interacts with you. So yeah, I prefer I prefer like a big dog that's really your friend. You know what I mean? You grow up with the dog when it's little and it's like your buddy, you know? So that's why like a golden retriever. I guess if I had to pick, I'd probably go with a golden retriever, like a golden retriever first. My second option would probably be a Labrador. Um Maybe a nice German Shepherd that has like an easier personality to it. Like it's like a little bit more like the one I grew up with, where it's like a little bit more mushy and not like a guard dog. Um, yeah, I just love dogs. I've never had one. I've been thinking about getting one. Although I live in a very small apartment, I feel combo. What do you think about combo pack of Beagle and Labrador? Like having a Beagle in the house and a Labrador in the house? I think it's fine as long as they get used to each other, you know? I think that's the thing. Like I've heard stories before. Like I was watching a YouTube video of a woman and she brought home a golden retriever puppy, brand new puppy, and she had already a older dog that she's had for like her entire life. And when she brought the new puppy home, the other dog, which was kind of like the other dog was like a poodle mix or something. It became very like defensive, like who is this new dog? And like I don't know, she was just saying like it takes a while for the dogs to get used to each other, but I think that's with any dog. Like I think anytime like an animal is like used to being like, your whole attention and then all of a sudden a new puppy shows up, they're going to be like, "Who is this?" So it takes a while for them to get used to each other, but I think they do. That's what she was saying in the video. Because I live in such a small apartment, at first I was thinking that I should get a small dog, like a really small dog. And then I think I've had a lot of people like say to me like, as long as you're walking the big dog and you're taking it for walks, it really shouldn't be running around your house as it is. If you're taking it for multiple walks a day and it's gotten its energy out, it should know how to be trained to come home and basically just, walk around your living room. And I also have heard with bigger dogs like Labradors or Golden Retrievers that they're just better trained and they're easier to train, and they also like they can wait to go to the bathroom longer than a little dog. So there's a lot of benefits, I think, to getting like a Golden Retriever or a Labrador over like a really small dog. For that matter, there's a woman that lives in my building and she has at least one, maybe two huskies. And a husky is a big dog. A husky is bigger than a golden retriever. A husky is a big dog, and it can be like a very like wild tempered dog. And she lives in a small apartment and she has a husky. So, and I've known a lot of people who have lived in condo buildings that have huskies. Yeah, they're way easier. Yeah, for sure. That's what I've heard. Like even though I don't have a dog, that's what I've heard. I've heard that I'm like trying to fix my hair on the computer. I've heard that bigger dogs, whether it's um like a golden retriever or a Labrador or even a German Shepherd is way easier to train than look at my crazy hair. Is way easier to train than than a little dog. A little dog, um, I don't know. Like I've heard things like they're hard to train and like they're hard to like, potty train and everything. The husky is I've known a lot of people that have had huskies in my area, which is Florida. I've heard that they really don't like hot weather. Like they're not really made for like really super hot weather. I think they like the snow, run around in the snow. So it's like I don't know. I think that is a rough dog, honestly, to have in a little apartment and somewhere where it's super hot out. I don't think that they're going to be too happy, honestly. Um, Years ago, I knew someone who had huskies. And I think at one time they were like breeding them. And I was very friendly with them, and they knew that I wanted a dog. So um, years ago, they asked me, they were like, "Oh, the dog had puppies. Are you interested in?" They were going to give me, and they were going to give it to me like really cheap too. They were going to like basically just give me the dog. And they were like, "Do you want a puppy? Because we know that you've been wanting a dog, and we have husky puppies now, and they're going to be healthy because we've taken really good care of our dogs." And I was like thinking about it because it was like such a nice offer. Like my friend is going to give me a dog, and it's going to be healthy, and like get vaccines for it and everything. So, um, and then I was just like, I don't think I want a husky. Like they were like, it's been like it was cute when I would see his dog and I would pet it and it was friendly. But like the thought of bringing home a husky and then having to like take care of it, it just didn't seem like the dog for me. Like there's a difference between like petting like and saying hello to that dog and like taking one home. So it was like, I don't want a husky. Like a golden retriever or a Labrador, yes, but not a husky. No. I was also thinking of getting a cat. And when I was little, I had a cat. And um, technically, it was not my cat. Technically, it was like a stray cat, but it lived on my porch, on my patio. So it was kind of my cat. But it was there, every day. It was cute. It let me feed it, but like I have nothing against cats, but I don't really like cats. They don't kind of like, at least the cats I have seen, like they don't like interact with you. Like I don't dislike them, but like if I was going to get a pet, I want a dog and I want a big dog that's going to really interact with me and be my friend. And because like during this time period with the pandemic, a lot of people have been getting pets actually, like cats and dogs. And at a minimum, they've been getting cats because, but yeah.